Good morning. My name is Emma Starratt, and I'm a student at the University of Guelph. Today I would like to introduce to you the product of kaolin clay and how it may be able to mitigate climate change. One of the most prominent effects of climate change is the increase in temperature and sunlight exposure. Inevitably, higher temperatures have negative effects on crops, as every crop has an optimal temperature range for growth. In the picture to the left, you can see that in southern Ontario, temperatures will begin to steadily increase in the next coming years. And as temperatures start to exceed the tolerance level of crops, heat stress will be inflicted on fruit trees as well as the fruit that they produce. And this damage may decrease the overall quality of the fruit, which decreases and affects yields. Climate change can also increase pests and diseases associated with these pests, as insects seem to flourish in warm temperatures, and warmer climates allow migration and range shifts, which promotes an abundance of pests and therefore increases the usage of pesticides. This is a map of southern Ontario. The blue arrow is indicating the Niagara Peninsula, a region of Canada that I think will greatly benefit from the uses of kaolin clay. The Niagara Peninsula is one of two places in all of Canada that has the climate to produce tender fruit trees. Tender fruits include peaches, nectarines, apricots, plums, pears, and cherries, and therefore it is very important to the local economy in the Niagara Peninsula. This is why I've chosen kaolin clay for this region of Canada. I think it's very important to protect these fruit trees against the effects of climate change. Kaolin clay is a very fine white clay that comes in a dry form or a concentrated form, which then can be mixed with water and applied to crops. I would like to introduce kaolin clay with commercial orchard sprayers into the Niagara Peninsula. NovaSource is the only company currently with a kaolin clay product that is used for agricultural purposes. The product is called Surround WP and is actually only 95% kaolin clay. I think that the 400 Air Blast Tower Sprayer is the most efficient way to spray tender fruit trees with kaolin clay, as it can completely cover the tree with kaolin clay, which is an efficient use of the product. These rapid changes associated with climate change will not allow fruit trees to acclimatize themselves. Therefore, kaolin clay is an inexpensive treatment that reduces the destructive effects of heat stress and sunlight. As shown in the top right corner, there are two apples. The apple to the right has been sprayed with kaolin clay and overall has a lower temperature and no heat spots. The apple to the left, however, has not been treated with kaolin clay and does have a heat spot, which reduces the quality of the apple and overall has a higher temperature. In regards to photosynthesis, too much heat can actually shut down the process. Therefore, plant nutrients are wasted. Studies show that when using kaolin clay, plants conduct more photosynthesis while enduring heat stress, and this also reduces water stress. Another interesting fact about kaolin clay is that it can actually cool fruit temperature by 10 degrees Fahrenheit and the leaf temperature by 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Due to climate change, there will be a huge increase in pests. Luckily, kaolin clay has been proven to block the scent as well as alter the taste of the fruit to the pests, making it less desirable. Pests may actually not even be able to recognize the fruit at all. And if they can, the kaolin clay prevents egg laying and can actually inflict paralysis and mortality on certain insects. This decreases the need for pesticide use. And this is very beneficial as climate-induced changes allow for higher amounts of pesticide leakage through dissipation and degradation. Thank you for listening to my presentation on kaolin clay. Again, my name is Emma Starratt, and you can reach me at this email above. For further information, a detailed written evaluation of this idea is available online.